I went 1 kilometer below earth inside a cave and found a blue lagoon. This place is called Nil Diya Pokuna, and if you look it up on TripAdvisor or Google, you'll see some stunning images. Can anyone go inside this cave? What is the cost? How long does it take? Is it safe? And most importantly, is it worth it? Find out in this video. The goal of this video is for me to give you an accurate account of this experience so that you can decide if you'd like to try it for yourself when you go to Sri Lanka. Or if you're like many of my friends and family who cannot or do not want to hike, then this video is for your entertainment to view this experience from the luxury of your couch. First, let us understand the history behind this natural wonder. Nil Diya Pokuna is an underwater pond situated in a cave, or some might call it a tunnel complex in Ella, which is believed to have been built by King Ravana. The pond lies 80 meters deep inside a mountain cave in Karandangola. For those of you are new here, I am on a 9-day trip to Sri Lanka with my mom and dad. I started this trip from my birth city of New Delhi, India. While I live in Dallas now, I come to India frequently, and this time I just arrived before Diwali so I can spend some time with my parents. I also have an office in Gurgaon where I run my digital transformation startup, and part of the reason for my arrival was to also connect with my team and plan 2024 business expansion. On this trip to Sri Lanka, I took a direct flight from Delhi for about $280 per person to Colombo. I spent a day in Colombo at this beautiful hotel named Marino Beach Hotel that cost me $150 per night. And then I headed to Kandy via Sri Lankan train, and after spending 2 days in Kandy, I arrived in a beautiful city named Ella, taking another scenic train route. Ella is a small town located in Badula district of Uva province in Sri Lanka. It is situated in the central highlands and is known for its stunning natural beauty, lush greenery and cool climate. The view from the places like ellarock and littleadamspeak is particularly famous. The area around Ella is home to several beautiful waterfalls, including Ravana Falls, which I was able to visit earlier. These cascading waterfalls attract visitors seeking picturesque landscape. Ella offers excellent opportunity for hiking and trekking as well. Popular trails include the hike to Ellarock, which is a bit strenuous, and another alternative is to hike to littleadamspeak, which is moderate. These treks provide stunning views of the surrounding countryside. The region around Ella is a part of Sri Lanka's hill country, known for its tea plantations. Travelers can explore these plantations and learn about the tea making process. Ella has its laid-back and tranquil atmosphere, making it a popular destination for those who are seeking a peaceful retreat in nature. Back to the Nil Diya cave now. This cave is located around 13 kilometers from the central tourist area in Ella. The cave can be accessed via 2 independent entrances, of which the better known one is situated in a forest reserve in the area. A villager then later discovered a second entrance on a private property. The cave has a rabbit hole entrance through which the pond can be reached. I stayed in Ella for 3 nights, and now it was time for me to go to Yala National Park and Udawalawe National Park, but the taxi driver I hired suggested this place as an experience to do before arriving in the Yala National Park. Like the Blue Lagoon, and you go inside the cave wearing a helmet and some lights. So we're going to be doing that experience before we go to the Yala National Park. We'll have about maybe 45 minutes or so to do this, and it's going to be lots of fun. So looking forward to it. Let's go to Nil Diya Pokuna, meaning Blue Lagoon. It's better to carry extra clothes if you're planning to visit this cave. The guide is escorting me to a spot where I can change my attire. Okay, perfect. Okay guys, so I have changed up and we're gonna be going in to do the shower or to the Blue Lagoon. Yes. I quickly changed into my swimming trunks and then headed to the stall to make the payment for the guide to take me in. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
See this
So beautiful. Okay. People with respiratory problems, heart disease, those receiving long critical. No, I am fit.
You are from India?
Yes.
Okay. The distance from here to 1,300 meters.
Okay.
Okay. 500 meters inside the forest.
Okay.
Entrance here.
Okay.
You told us to go inside.
Okay.
You are not allowed swimming and bath.
Not allowed to swim?
Not allowed.
Why?
Water level too high because of the rain. Color also change. Color blue, now color light brown.
This little bit we could just...
No,
Not at all. Don't even touch the water.
take a photo.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. I agree. So this is a secret spot. We are going to be going inside the jungle and then inside the cave. I've just paid $9 or 3,000 Sri Lankan rupees at the counter for this adventure. Keep in mind that you can only go here with their guide because these guides are special as they have been down these caves many times and they know the way very well. Okay, looks like we've reached the cave. Yes! Woohoo! Look at that. We're gonna be going down in extreme darkness. Oh my god, what a great experience. Spitting, urinating, shouting are prohibited inside the cave. It was about 15 to 20 minute hike to the entrance of the cave. Once we arrived there, my guide put a light on my forehead and then he gave me a helmet. I think this is for protection so that I don't hit my head when we were passing through narrow passages. We are going inside the cave. Yes, so cool. I was super excited to get inside the cave, but I was also afraid as I had no idea what it would be like. As I stepped down inside the cave, I noticed that there was no light inside, and now it made sense why I was wearing this light on my forehead. I noticed that inside was a bit muddy and slippery as well. There were several places where the path was carved out so that you can safely go inside, and you had to make sure that you follow the guide every step of the way. I was just following the guide. I was a bit scared. What if there were some bats inside there? I was getting tired as well. My whole shirt was soaked. After a few minutes of following my guide in the dark, I started to have slight difficulty in breathing too. It was a bit strenuous as a hike, and especially when you're in the dark and all of the flies are attracted to your torchlight on your head and they're humming right in front of your face. I do not like flies.
Sir, okay?
Too many mosquitoes.
Sir,
These mosquitoes are a nuisance, just like they were in Iceland. I'm all covered up because there are a lot of mosquitoes. So it looks like all the beautiful places, mosquitoes really love to come out there. It's crazy. Very soon, I started sneezing as the flies were going inside my nose while I was breathing. Then the guide would stop at specific points and point his torch to show me some carvings on the wall, and at times would show me some limestone sediments. I mean, I saw those, but I was like, hello, these flies are killing me. So can we just get to the Blue Lagoon quickly?
want?
Yes. That's the lagoon water.
Oh yes.
Finally, after 40 to 50 minutes of hike, we arrived at Blue Lagoon. And even though the person who read the disclaimer and sold me the tickets mentioned that I wouldn't be allowed to swim in the cave, to my surprise, guide asked me in his broken English, "Swim, swim."
Sir, swim?
Yes. It was music to my ears, and I was like, yes, of course, that would be great. Then the guide took out some floodlight from his backpack, and I removed my hiking boots, which I was glad that I was wearing, and headed into the water. I noticed that the water level was very high, and hence I was directed by my guide to stay only in a certain area so I don't hit my head, or otherwise not go in an area where there were rocks that were unstable so I don't fall or injure my feet.
Sir, t-shirt?
Huh?
T-shirt?
This set?
T-shirt? T-shirt? T-shirt?
3 cent or t-shirt? It was a magical experience, especially because I was feeling so hot, and this was a relief from the flies that were following me throughout. Okay guys, so you can see this is the Blue Lagoon and I'm swimming in the cave. This is all rainwater that's been collected here, and yeah, the light's been brought here because of course no light comes here, and this is 1 kilometer down. So cool. Such a unique experience after such a tough cave diving here. I'm a little bit scared because there could be anything inside the water as well. I think that's it. Now, let's get going. This was so amazing. The water felt great. Even though the water was not so clean, I guess due to the rains, the water became muddy. Nonetheless, it was fun for me to enjoy this lake where, according to urban legend, the wife of Hindu god Ram named Sita used to bathe. After enjoying for 10 minutes, it was time for me to go back to the surface of the earth. Loved it. Just so much enjoyment here. Lovely Blue Lagoon. Awesome. I came back, wore my shoes and t-shirt, and then I started the hike back following my guide. I've made it back. It was very difficult to breathe inside. Here you go. Some water, no?
Sir, water. This.
Okay. It was so much work. Oh my God. Definitely one of the most difficult hikes or the cave dive that I've done. Look at that. Oh my God. And I'm sweating profusely. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and a very good memory to have despite the challenges that I faced. I quickly hiked out of the forest conservation area and took a shower and changed back to some dry clothes. We quickly started towards the Yala National Park, which was an hour and a half away, and another adventure was waiting for me there. So, was it worth it? I would say that for me, it was worth it. It is a one-time thing. I probably wouldn't do it again. Remember, the only way you can go inside is with a designated driver, a special guide. Overall, it can be done in about an hour and a half, but you could also take 2 to 3 hours if you go slow and spend some more time in the Blue Lagoon. It's mostly safe, but you must practice caution and wear appropriate hiking shoes and dress appropriately. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to watch more of Sri Lanka content, then go to my channel and subscribe. There is so much adventure that I had over there. Our car actually got stuck in the middle of the forest and we were scared because we had to step out of the car for it to come out, and there could have been leopards. Oh my God, that was really crazy. See you in the next adventure. Goodbye.